Good evening, basketball fans. Indeed, welcome here to Johor, Malaysia, for tonight's game here in the BCL Asia East. It's a Group A fixture between Dewa United Banten and High-Tech Basketball of Thailand. Well, these two teams only just met each other over a fortnight ago, in which Dewa United, after hosting the first window, remained undefeated and right now remain top of Group A. While High-Tech, of course, coming up with a very big victory in that overtime come from behind against the likes of Johor Southern Tigers. Well, we are here in Johor, Malaysia, of course. This is becoming a fantastic venue for this Group A second window of the group phase. Remember, the top three teams in both Groups A and B will go on to the final six, and then which only two of those teams will then qualify for the BCL Asia 2026 final tournament. As we've already kicked things off in Chinese Taipei, Taiyuan Puyan Pilots winning last night as they took on their rivals, the new Taipei City Kings, while also South China Athletic and Chingas Broncos will be making their way to Taipei City. Well, a very big one indeed, of course, in which you have to imagine here, High-Tech came up very short last season, in which they struggled against the likes of the teams that they were in the same group of. I mean, they were in a very tough group to say the least. They had the Broncos, they had both the Pilots and the Kings, but they're looking much better this season. The additions of having Emmanuel and Jesse return to the team for this window, along with the new signings this season of Eric Freeman, and not to mention Freddie Leash, who's really a fan favorite and a national basketball icon within Thailand. Those are Thai veterans, the likes of Nakorn Jaisanek, and not to mention Janatip Jakrawan. But I think we're going to see if there's Janatip Jakrawan. You may have seen him many times feature for the Thai national team, also in 3x3 basketball. But key thing for him in his career, you've got to get this team, Thailand's #1 professional team, all the way to the BCL Asia. Well, time now to introduce the defending champions of the Indonesian Basketball League, of course qualifying for BCL Asia East after defeating former BCL Asia team Pelita Jaya. But this team has been led by a variety of different players coming into this window. But the one player we have to talk about is Troy Gillenwater. But you look at their backcourt, DJ Cooper, probably the most experienced player on this team. He has been averaging nearly, and I say nearly, triple-double numbers as we saw in the first window. Cooper currently at 7.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 15.5 assists per game. Gillenwater in the two games he played, scoring 30 points and just getting just under 9 rebounds on average in both those two games. Just goes to show the heavy influence of the two import players. But there's Aki Wisnu, the man in the middle, one of the legends of Indonesian basketball. Well, fans, at this time, we'd like to welcome all of you watching live on FIBA's official YouTube platform. If you're watching this game live, please subscribe to FIBA on YouTube and make sure you follow BCL Asia on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook. And already tonight, is it going to be Anak Dewa, or will it be another second victory for High-Tech Basketball? Well, there are 3 referees for this evening. Of course, we have Lee Kyung-Wan coming from Korea. From Kazakhstan, we have Yana Bigogosian and Alan Chung Chi-Kyung coming from Singapore. So a big thank you to all of our referees who've done a magnificent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do a magnificent job tonight. Very soon we are going to look at the starting fives for both Dewa United, who we will begin with, and then we'll take a look at the starting five for, of course, our hosts. Well, excuse me, our champions of Thailand in the likes of High-Tech. But you see the point averages, almost a double-double for Eric Freeman. 20.5 points per game, shooting 69.2 from the field, and just under 10 rebounds. Because the man next to him, number 18, is Nakorn Jaisanek. As I already said, I mean, he is one of the greatest players in Thai basketball history. Now in his veteran years, very much a leadership role he has of High-Tech, but it's a good team. As we saw, they pulled off that big victory against Johor Southern Tigers in overtime. But when you're talking about the go-to player in this window, that's going to be Troy Gillenwater. As I already mentioned, just under 10 rebounds, nearly a double-double that he's averaging. Joshua Ibarra, the big man in front of him, who's featured at the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup in Manila when he was representing his national team of Mexico. It's a very close game. Got to remember, they met on the 29th of March. It was very close until Dewa just pulled away with it. Well, that night, Dewa United, of course, impressively, 9 out of 28 from the three-point line. We're not going to see a lot of three-point shooting from them this evening, but that's got to be a key thing that becomes consistent for high-tech basketball, because remember, after this window, they'll be hosting in Bangkok. That will be the final window hosting until the top 3 teams will go on to the final 6. So a lot for them to think about. And, you know, positioning in this group is going to be crucial, because you look at Group B, there are some tough teams. Taoyuan Puyin Pilots, Chinggis Broncos, who won the BCL Asia East last season, South China Athletic from Hong Kong, China, and of course, although they've started 0-2, the new Taipei City Kings will be looking to turn things around, so it doesn't get any better or any more competitive. That's why it's so imperative, whichever group you're in, you want to finish in that top spot. Get the highest seed going into the final 6. Well, William Rogers, the new addition to this team, will be in the backcourt along with Frederick Leash. Eric Freeman will be inside, while Dakor Jaisnik making a surprising start with also Janatip Jakrawat. So quite a big lineup there for high-tech. That's going to leave Emmanuel Jesu, who I mentioned has only just returned to the team. He'll be coming off the bench along with Akos Fields. Coach Kanawat Letianko knows that he's got a talented team. But this is the highest level of continental basketball here in the continent of Southeast Asia. The BCL Asia stretching across not only the region of Southeast, but also some of the very best from the East Asian region. While Dewa United, they'll go with a starting lineup with DJ Cooper as the primary point guard. Saputra and Koresano will also make up the backcourt, while very big lineup with both Troy Gillenwater, who you already saw averaging 30 points, and Joshua Ibada. So both teams coming into this game very well prepared. Well, it doesn't get any more legendary than Coach Augustin Yulbe. Of course, also currently working as the head coach of the Egyptian national team. He's also got a big victory in their first window, which was actually window 2 in the FIBA World Cup African qualifiers against Uganda. But as the old saying, basketball never stops. For many players and coaches, national team duty. And then when it's done, domestic league. And if you're this part of the world and you're the best, you go into the BCL Asia East. Well, a big shout out to all the local organizing committees who've done a magnificent job of hosting the first 2 windows, as we've already seen in Tangerang, Indonesia, and Hong Kong, China. We're also hosting one not only here in Johor, Malaysia, but also currently we're live tomorrow again in Chinese Taipei. Now, if you want to get involved, contact your local organizing committee. Remember, we've got to go to Bangkok, Thailand, and then Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. If you're a basketball journalist, if you're a basketball content creator, get your media accreditation and come join us for the BCL Asia East. The opportunities that are being built from this magnificent competition are being shown everywhere, as we've already seen in all the windows. I just wonder in this lineup, I mean, who is going to match up with Joshua Ibarra? My guess would probably be that's going to be a mix around, but I would probably put Janatip Jakrawat on it. Because what Troy Gillenwater is going to do is try to bring their bigs away from the bucket, and there you can see the man averaging 30 points. So that's probably a matchup I would fancy with Eric Freeman. Well, interesting about Troy Gillenwater, he scored the first ever 2 points in B-League history back in 2016 when he played for Alvak Tokyo. Because he didn't finish the season in the postseason with them, but then prior to coming to the Indonesian Basketball League, he spent 4 years playing in the Chinese Basketball Association. He's a very well-traveled international basketball player. Well, no doubt, all the teams in Group B are probably watching this game live. A very big congratulations to the Taoyuan Puyin Pilots and under the great head coach Jyrki Kaminos for getting 2 big victories. But now it's Group A. It's Dewa United. And indeed, it's high-tech basketball. We welcome everybody watching all over the world. Anak Dewa, sama-sama, baby. Let's get this one underway. tip going to DJ Newbill. The young point guard who started his career in Northern Greece and PAOK Thessaloniki, but that's going to go out of bounds. This is something that we've seen. I love this style from Coach Augustin Yulbe. He wants to go right inside to the big man, Joshua Ibata. He wants High-Tech's basketball defense to collapse. Right away, there you go. Ibata comes up with it, misses. But this is where High-Tech have got to be consistent on defense. Spencer James now kicking out in the corner, finding Freddie Leash. Jacqueline getting the offensive board. Well, we did see that in window number one. Janitib Jacqueline can't get a lot of offensive rebounds. Now they try Gillenwater. There's the pump fake by Saputra, a little one-handed floater. The team able to get off to a relatively good start here in the beginning, but at some point they're going to break the barrier, build that rhythm. Leash getting that Spanish pick and roll. There's the pop out to Nikon Jysnik. Three is up. That's a good sequence. Nikon Jysnik just setting the back screen for Janitib Jacqueline, but Dewa United left him uncontested. Oh, DJ Cooper finding the back door. 15 assists a game so far for DJ Cooper. That time Saputra. Well, that was an easy play of Nasi Garango on baseline. Defense has got to be on points. He finds Jysnik again. He'll go baseline. Looks like he need a little bit more movement away from the ball, but now Freddie Leash. Three. Now High-Tech's transition defense has got to come in. Saputra, oh, he fumbles it. But High-Tech's defense right now doesn't quite seem it's ready for everything that's coming. Right now, I just need a little bit of creativity. Somebody just to come in and mix it up a bit. Well, the mid-range is beautifully tucked away. Well, East. Spencer James, Williams Rogers, Captain Rogers. Nice passing here from Dewa United. Gillenwater. Contested three is up. I think that's going to be a foul on Janitib Jacqueline. That was the matchup. Somebody's probably going to have to help out Janitib Jacqueline anytime a three-pointer goes up, because Ibata is not an easy basketball player to keep away from an offensive rebound. Gillenwater finds Cooper. Now they go to Ibarra down low. Barra goes in, he gets fouled. Now he'll go to the free throw line. And right there, the entry, that's just a little too easy. High-Tech have got to be a lot more physical. They got to get hands in the passing lanes. Every paint entry at the moment for Dewa United has just been so convenient. There's no doubt a lot of Dewa United fans watching this game live on FIBA's official YouTube platform, and all you had to do is go back to last season in the IBL Finals and just watch how they lost game one against Pelita Jaya. And we're talking about a team that had KJ McDaniels, Andakawa Prastawa, some of the greats of the Indonesian national team. But Dewa came back and won. It was their first IBL championship, and that is why they've earned the right to get to BCL Asia East. Anak Dewa. Trying to make something happen here as he penetrates down the left. Finds Emmanuel Jesu, and welcome back to the BCL Asia East. Big Manny's in the house. Where have you been, Manny? High-Tech have missed you. High-Tech now stepping up the intensity defensively. Gillenwater in the paint. Got it by Freeman. Gillenwater pump fakes, goes in, gets rejected, but the follow-up by Joshua Ibarra. Well, you got to keep him away from the rebounds. Second chance opportunity points could be a big factor tonight. Williams Rogers turns it over, but a foul is going to be called in transition. That's going to be High-Tech's third team foul here in the first quarter. Just wonder if that one is called on the corner Jaisenik. Not quite sure, to be honest. Josh Zilla comes up for the high screen, the Spanish pick and roll. Josh Zilla unable to go for the follow-up. Both teams going for that Spain stack pick and roll option. But now high-tech 3 transition. Still unable to get this one as Cooper. Dewa just want to get something here on the counter. Don't leave Gillenwater wide open because he'll make you pay. Well, they say he's a chef and he likes cooking up nasi goreng. That's what he's doing tonight. 30 points per game in the first window. You don't give Gillenwater time and space on the perimeter. Manny Ajesu got it by Ibarra. Tight national, but good defense. You see high-tech just trying to trap DJ Cooper to a double team. Gillenwater's been on fire. And there you have it, still cooking. Well, it could be a problem if he gets going. It could spell trouble indeed. Because when Troy Gillenwater gets on fire, it's a problem. 7-point lead already to the IBL defending champions. Looking to remain undefeated here in BCL Asia East. Last IBL team that made it to BCL Asia was Palita Jaya back in 2024 as Jaisenik now goes for 3. And now we'll do high-tech's confidence in World of Good. They needed that one. This is take by Gillenwater. Nobody can defend this man. High-tech might want to think about double teaming him at this point. He's just scoring at will. It's his world. We're just living in it. High-tech has got to keep trying to pile on more pressure offensively. Down by 6 points is Leash. Defended by Cooper. Leash kicks out. They get a good look in the corner. Oh, Jesu trying to follow up with a dunk. Comes up with it. Count it, and he'll go to the free throw line. That's what I think they've also missed. Someone inside along with Janitip Jakawan. Just to get a little bit nasty. Just as I said, fight for offensive boards. Really win those second chance opportunity points. They're definitely happy to have him back, that's for sure. IBL legend Aki Wisnu checking into the lineup for Dewa United. This Aki Wisnu story is quite interesting. If you go back to the summer of 2024, he was playing for Satria Muda. They actually lost in the IBL finals after winning game 1 against Palita Jaya. Gillenwater, right now on fire. That's not missing. Aki Wisnu coming up with the offensive rebound. Oh, that's the problem there. The cut down the middle. Way too easy from Dio Saputra. It all comes down to offensive boards. Aki Wisnu preventing him from getting that one. The question is a foul is caught on the ground. Opang Sakon and Jaime Sawad can play some very good minutes in the first 2 games in which, unfortunately, weren't able to come out with 2 victories. They did a fantastic job in the overtime against Johor Southern Tigers, but there's a lot to like about this kid. Well, a loose ball on the ground. DJ Cooper fighting for it. I think Freddie Alicia is going to be called for a foul there. Which I think that might be the 4th team foul against high-tech. Yes, so 4:05 left. They don't have any fouls to give. Let's have a look here. This is accidental play. That's a good call. I mean, it's a foul, but it just goes across with the left arm. And if you know Freddie Leash, he's not that kind of player. But good decision. Play goes on. Rebound committed here by Freeman. High-tech 2-possession deficit. They have no fouls to give. Giants to Watt now getting it. Good hands by Cooper. Now strips it. Turn it right back over. Good recovery by Williams-Rogers. Well, Jesse wasn't ready. High Tech failing to take advantage. And now DJ Cooper. Right now the most exciting PG in BCL Asia East, but Dewa, well, they go for the three. They get blocked. They come back up with it. Now Cooper will try a three. Three is up. No good. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Dewa United want to remain undefeated. Well, good hands again. And that's 3 consecutive turnovers for High Tech. Dylan Water naturally the center at the moment, but now Aki Wisnu. Pump fakes. Kicks back down to Cooper. He's got time. He'll go for a three. He's naturally a pass-first point guard, specifically since coming to the Indonesian Basketball League. You got to remember, he's played in some very top international basketball clubs, DJ Cooper. Nice take by John Sawad. A good defense by, well, foul has been committed. So this is good for High Tech as Eric Freeman now will go to the free throw line. It sense a little bit of fatigue just in the offense of both teams those last few moments, but currently Eric Freeman ranks 7th so far here in BCL Asia East in points, 20.5 points per game. He had 21 in the victory against Johor Southern Tigers. Also had 16 rebounds in that game, which was a magnificent double-double. So finishing with 3 assists, but another center who really fits the mold well here for High Tech. Trying to cut this down to a 3-point deficit. Freeman makes them both. That's going to be a provisional substitution. So Freeman just going slightly to the bench here at the moment. This is only points so far. Manny Jesu currently leads the way for High Tech with 5. High Tech just putting on some full court pressure. Again, double teaming on the sidelines. He's just trying to throw it off Manny Jesu. So Dewa will get this back on the sideline. Well, here's the play again. They're trying to break down the zone. Aki Wisnu. Time almost turn it over to 24-second violation. Wow. Mental blunder there for Dewa United. Maybe just a little too casual against the zone. Just need to be a little bit more decisive. I mean, they've got a lot of shooters out there. That's good defense from High Tech basketball. Again failing. Now Dewa looking to push this one. Because they haven't got the ball enough to Gillenwater yet. Down low, there's a pump fake. Good recovery defense. Zone appears to be causing a few disruptions here for Dewa United. And again, time is expiring. There's a kick out. They'll get the 3 up in the end. No good. Cooper, big rebound. He's fouled in the process, so now he'll go to the free throw line. Cooper currently 3 rebounds, 4 assists. 0 for 3 from the field, but he nearly came up with a triple-double in their final game of the opening window of Group A in the BCL Asia East. Well, he was a heavy fan favorite when he started his career back in Greece, because that was as early as 2014. He's played for some of the biggest teams in Greek basketball. If you love your international hoops, especially BCL Europe, he played for PAOK, AEK Athens. and he played in BCL Europe as well. When he was briefly in France and also made it to a Final Four of BCL Europe. Now he goes to the bench. Sending it back to a Dewa United 5-point lead. A little bit of step back action, but again, not enough continuity here in High-Tech's game. They've got to move the ball a little bit better. Get everybody involved. Because Fields has come into the game, so he should give them a lot of options on the offensive end. Ibata in the paint, backs down, goes in. It's good defense, but Dewa come up with the offensive rebound. Now we're under a minute to go. Aki Wisnu setting the pick and pop. Another kick out. Junior in the corner fires it. That's a good offense though from Dewa. They get the good look. High-Tech will be relieved, and now High-Tech could actually go 2 for 1. Fields attacks the bucket. Well, Fields got in there, probably could have got up quicker with it, but still he'll be going to the free throw line. So intelligent play by Akas Fields. Well, Akas Fields 20 points in the victory for High-Tech against your Horse Southern Tigers. This also finished with 6 rebounds in that game. It's another one of those players primarily brought into his team to be, you know, a scoring option for them. Still the full court pressure from High-Tech. Aki Wisnu coming up again for the high screen. Bakudu kicks out. You see Rio. Time is nearly up here on the shot clock. He's got to make something happen here. He's caught in a double team. Puts him a tough fadeaway, and that's going to be a 24-second violation. The reaction from Coach Augustin Yulbe tells you everything. I think the guards may just be holding on to possession a little too long. But this is good for High-Tech, as they can have the final play of the first quarter. Well, it's the Freddie Leash time. He's had a few buzzer beaters here in BCL Asia East. Are we about to have another one? Freddie's got to go for it. Akas Fields, and that's a little too short, and it's the end of the first quarter. Live here in Johor, Malaysia for the second window of Group A here in the BCL Asia East 2026. We are going to take a short break, and we'll be back in just under 2 minutes, but we'll leave you with some of the best highlights and best moments of the first quarter. Welcome back, basketball fans, live here at the BCL Asia East 2026. In the beautiful country of Malaysia. Coach Johor has done a magnificent job of hosting this window, second window so far here in Group A. This is Group A featuring the champions of Thailand, High-Tech Basketball, the champions of Indonesia, the IBL, Dewa United, who are currently action now at the moment. We have yet to see our hosts, Johor Southern Tigers, but you can actually see some of the players, if not all of them, courtside watching here. Well, BCL Asia East is also taking place currently in Chinese Taipei with Group B's champions of the Plus League and TPPL, New Taipei City Kings and the Taiyuan Puyan Pilots, as well as BCL Asia East defending champions, Broncos and South China Athletic of Hong Kong, China. Welcome back. Let's get this one underway. High Tech haven't had the greatest start here offensively. Dewa United did build a bit of a surmountable lead, but they've been frustrated. That's an issue for High Tech. Just one too many turnovers. This team's got to be confident. They're a good team, but they've got to take care of the basketball. Remember, BCL Asia East featuring two groups, A and B. Top 3 teams in each group will automatically go on to the final 6, which will be taking place at the beginning of May. Aki Wisnu going down low to Ibata. Double team getting ready from Diaby. Barra goes in, misses. That's good defense. Emmanuel Jesu, plus Eric Freeman, Freddie Leash, all on the floor at the moment, along with Ibrahim Diaby and Nakorn Jaisanik. So Diaby draws a foul. Diaby will go to the free throw line. Well, he was monumental in the win against Johor Southern Tigers when they met in Tangerang, Indonesia, only just over a fortnight ago. Lots to like about this young man. He brings a lot of energy. He's averaging 7.5 rebounds. And that's quite big for a guard. He had 10 rebounds in the win against Johor Southern Tigers. Unfortunately, he was 0 for 3 that night. But those 6 of his points came from the free throw line, where he was a perfect 100%. Now they cut it down to a 1-point deficit. The zone defense has disrupted Dewa United. Nice take by Eric Jr. Comes up with it. Oh, they go for the mid-range. He's got to chip in, bring something different to the table. Nice take by Rio Dissi. Now Manny Jesu goes from downtown. That's not usually his kind of shot, but he'll take it if they leave him wide open. Ibarra seals off. The foul is going to be called on the ground. It's only going to be the first team foul against High Tech here in the second quarter. Well, Dewa's got to build that dominance that they first created at the beginning of the game. One way to do that, they've got to fight around the zone. As Lakudu tries to keep his dribble, Jesu's got to pick up a foul. That's going to be foul number 2 collectively against High Tech here in the second quarter. Well, that is Emmanuel Jesu's second personal foul, so he, along with Janitib Jacqueline, both have 2 fouls. So Jesu's going to leave the game. Janitib Jacqueline back in. Maybe that's not going to go by Rio Dissi. High Tech holding on to a 3-point lead. Jacqueline tries to make some space with Ibrahim Diaby. Foul again is committed, but I believe that one's on the ground. That's a good thing about having Ibrahim Diaby, as we saw in window 1. I mean, he's so physical, but he's so quick. Because he can match up, sometimes switch, defend power forwards, maybe centers on occasions if you're defending bull screens. But he has such a quick first step. Sabdianos Lakudu just struggling to keep him in front of him. Well, this could actually solve Dewa United's issues, because Troy Gillenwood is back in the lineup. Gillenwood has 7 points. Leash unable to make the 3. Now here comes Dewa. Ibarra, look out below, and muchos gracias. Well, vamos, baby. My goodness gracious. Ibarra, are you kidding me? Well, the big man from Mexico just went muy rapido down the middle and made High-Tech's defense pay the big price as he converts a three-point play. Well, Big Ibarra, you gotta love the big fella. A bit of trouble here for High-Tech. Nikon Jaisenik trying to keep this one alive. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. It's becoming a nightmare here for High-Tech. This team's got to believe in themselves. Six-point lead currently here to Dewa. Just over 2 minutes played in the second quarter. Diodisi just trying to shift and shake here. Nowhere to go, nearly turning it over. Little teardrop. That will comfortably find its way at the bottom of the net. Haddianas Lakudu coming into the frame. Well, this backcourt needs to learn how to carry the ship when DJ Cooper's not on the floor. High-Tech trying to make something happen from the mid-range. That's just not going to fold the moments. Dewa would love to build a double-digit lead going closer to the end of the first half. Junior looking to attack, pulls up 16. Well, Eric Jr. And that's a tough play because he had Ibrahim Diaby's hand in his face. What a move by Junior. Still trying to go through Freddie Leash, but not sure if that's a turnover, if that's going to remain possession to High-Tech. I think that's going to remain High-Tech ball on the baseline. Cooper is back in the lineup here for Dewa United. So it's a great battle to watch the two great point guards of Freddie Leash, who also plays for the Thailand national team. A team that just came short of qualifying for the FIBA Asia Cup last summer. They go for another three. It's just not cutting at the moment. Currently 1 out of 10 from downtown. Ibarra tries to fight for it. To be unable to keep it under control. So that's actually going to remain possession to Dewa. Well, as I said, it's actually 11 three-point attempts so far for High-Tech. Only 9. Both teams have only converted 1 three-pointer so far here in the first half. Gillenwater's got 7 points. Wow. He makes it look easy, doesn't he? Dia Sedang memasak nasi goreng. He is cooking anytime he gets the ball in his hands. That's what Troy Gillenwater does. He scores. Well, there's a take by Freddie Leash. That's a good take. And good effort by Fred Leash. That's the height you're going to get from Freddie Leash. And one of the big reasons why he was signed to play in Mongolia earlier this season for the Broncos. Still a 10-point lead. Nasi goreng time. Chef Gillenwater forcing High-Tech to call timeout with 5:40 to go. Well, Troy's cooking. Troy is cooking at the moment. 11 points to Troy Gillenwater, 4 out of 6 on the field. Gonna head down to High-Tech's bench to find out what the message is gonna be, because they got a problem. And it's that man right there, Troy Gillenwater. Well, that is a Terima Kasih moment from Ibarra. Sama, baby. It was a tough shot by Eric Jr. We'll be back to this timeout in just under 1 minute. Well, DJ Cooper, probably one of the coolest PGs you'll find in. Nearly triple-double numbers he's been averaging so far. The only area where he's not in double figures are the points and the rebounds. As I said, first 2 games, averaging over 15 assists per game. But at some point, DJ Cooper's got to bring the Tembakan Tiga Angka to the game. That's what the Anak Dewa faithful want to see. 12-point lead to Dewa United. Jakuan, nice time down low. Good pass, but unable to finish. Oh, here we go. Nice transition. Now extending it to a 14-point lead. This has been all Dewa United so far here in the second quarter. Really have grasped and taken control of this one. Nice take by Akas Fields. They need him to get cooking. High-Tech can't afford to turn it on and off when they want. They've got to remain on fire. Ibarra looking for Gillenwater. Gillenwater baseline. Now extending it to 13 points. And I think High-Tech need to double team him. Anytime he gets it, there's no stopping Troy Gillenwater. This man simply has one thing on his mind when he has the putback dunk by Akas Fields. Oh, excuse me, no, it's Freeman. Well, I think Freeman had enough of the buckets. The nasi goreng being cooked by Gillenwater. I think Freeman said, hey, how about we try a bit of pad thai? Because both teams have had their fair share of turnovers in this game, but the problem is the conversion rate for turnovers to points has been an issue for High-Tech in the case of Dewa United. Final seconds. Has to put up a circus shot, not gonna get it. This is good for High-Tech. Spencer James, William Rogers just really letting that one roll out of bounds. So 3:59 to go here in the second quarter. Fields right now has got a lot of confidence. Finds Freeman. Wants a wide open look. Got to make this one. Good look, but it's on target, but it doesn't go. That's not a bad offense from High-Tech. You got to credit them. If they continue to create good looks, they'll eventually drop. But you get a seal-off from Joshua Ibarra, and now he'll go back to the free throw line. So Ibarra gets the Tambahan Satu Lemparan Bebas. Oh, he will go to the free throw line. Well, chance here for Ibarra to extend it to a 15-point lead. He does just that as he knocks down the Temparan Bebas. Or Lemparan Bebas, I should say, excuse me. But can Freddie Leash get this one? Nice step back and buries this one. Well, it's only the second three of the night. But if he can get a few more of them, High-Tech will be back in this. It's not over. Now they've got to defend Ibarra. Well, good outside defense by Freddie Leash. And now here comes Akas Fields. Fields pulls up quickly in transition. Well, good defense. But you like the fight. Much better fight at the moment here from High-Tech. Lot to be positive about. High pick and roll currently with DJ Cooper. Troy Gillenwater, he'll pick, he'll pop, and there you have it. Gillenwater finally gets it to go from downtown. Well, Tembakan Tiga Angka. That's going to be a blocking foul. Akas Fields just drew the contact that time. What's interesting, both teams actually, after that three-pointer coming from Water, actually both teams' second three-point field goal made in the game. Well, it's a turnover. Transition play goes in, gets rejected. Well, Freeman just said not in anyone's house, but double block on both ends of the floor. As that time, Ibarra said no in Mikasa, and that goes out of bounds. Oh, Gillen would have called him for the lob. I think one thing's for sure, there's a block party tonight, and it's in Johor, Malaysia. That time, Ibarra not going to fail in the paint. Now he moves up to 10 points. Second player for Dewa United to go into double figures. It's DJ Cooper's 7th assist of the evening. 17-point lead. Fields throws it away. Dewa United have it, but no numbers. Cooper goes behind the back, finds Ibarra. That was a good play, good build-up, but Gakas Fields wanted the charge. And a much better take and a lot of contact and a tough finish by Spencer James Williams-Rogers. Well, Spencer Rogers, I should say, actually, but a big finish for him. He's got to find his rhythm. High Tech, the best thing they can do now, try to cut it down below 10 points. Into the second half, but that's going to be a foul called on the ground. Well, DJ Cooper, all his points have come from the free throw line this evening. Question is, can he get to a triple-double tonight? Came very close in window one. Because he only needs 2 assists, 6 rebounds to get to a double-double from that. Well, there's his 9th rebound. So he needs 1 rebound more to get 10. Many times, even whether it's BCL Asia East or IBL, he's very close to getting triple and quadruple doubles, but doesn't quite get there. Now Freddie Leash. Nice step through, goes in. Unable to finish. Dewa United make the comeback in transition. Now Coop getting to the bucket. Kicks this one out. This is a pump fake. A bit of more vision there from Dio Saputra. High Tech can actually go 2 for 1. They don't need to rush this offense here, but they want to get something good. Janitib Jakarwan just throwing the foul on the ground. So this will be free throws coming up at the moment for High Tech. Well, Jakarwan had 2 very good games, especially in the victory against Johor Southern Tigers. He's averaging 12.5 and 8 rebounds per game, along with just under 5 assists. But he has been one of the main faces of the Thai national basketball team. And where he really made a name for himself was during the global pandemic in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers of 2021. So games he played up against Lester Prosper and the Philippine national team, really showing that his talent that he could mix up at this level as he makes both free throws. 14-point deficit. Neither team with any fouls to give. Dewa's just trying to break down the pressure. Well, they want something good here. Now they're going to go to DJ Cooper the last possession. Give him what is wide open. They don't get it to him, but they don't need to. And what a take by Patrick Nicholas. But still a final possession here for High Tech. Anything to cut down the deficit as much as possible. Dewa don't want to foul. This goes in. Well, Cooper still has it. Bit of time. Goes from the halfway. Almost got it. And that would have been a sama-sama baby moment. Well, not meant to be, but still the defending champions of the Indonesian Basketball League, Dewa United. They lead comfortably against the champions of Thailand. High Tech Basketball Second window of the BCL Asia 2020, or BCL Asia East 2026. Well, the teams will go in for a talk. We'll be back under 15 minutes, but we're going to leave you with some of the best highlights and best moments from the first half. Welcome back, basketball fans, live here in Johor, Malaysia for the second half of the opening game here in Window 2 of BCL Asia 2026 Group A fixture between the champions of Thailand, High Tech Basketball, and the champions of the Indonesian Basketball League, Dewa United. Dewa United having built a 16-point lead at the moment, led by Troy Gillenwater, who has 16 points. Of course, at the moment, Josh Ibarra 3 rebounds away from a double-double with 12 points, and DJ Cooper nearly a double-double as he has 6 rebounds and 8 assists with only 3 points. He's 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Could Coop get to a triple-double? We will find out this evening. Well, fans, if you're watching this game live on FIBA's official YouTube platform, of course, we're nearing the midway up BCL Asia East, so make sure you follow FIBA on YouTube and follow BCL Asia on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook. Dewa United will have the first possession. Cooper under pressure, finding Gillenwater. Good defense by Janitip Jakrawan. Chef Nasi Goreng goes mid-range. Ibarra, that's his 8th rebound, and now has 14 points. Well, they just want this game a little bit more, the champions of the IBL. They're just a little more hungry. Oh, good defense by Gillenwater. That's one way to protect the paint. Oh, it's a great take by Spencer Rogers, but that's great defense by Troy. Because neither team's really had a lot of success from the three-point line tonight. In fact, both of them have only converted 2 3-point field goals. We've seen a total of 24 attempts between both High Tech and Dewa United. Cooper kicks out, finds Gillenwater. Well, Chef picks up. Nasi Padang, Nasi Goreng. He's killing it. How do you defend Troy Gillenwater? You can only hope to contain him. 18 points tonight for Gillenwater. Manny Jesse finds Freddie Leash. Leash fires a 3. Comes up with his own rebound. Let's go for the putback. Oh, good hustle by Freddie Leash, but Ibarra keeps it under control. Oh, good passing, unselfish basketball, and Terima Kasih. A sama-sama baby moment as Dio Saputra nails the tembakan. A timeout is going to be called by High Tech. The champions of the IBL, Anak Dewa, right now leading heavy here in Johor, Malaysia. We'll be back from this timeout in under 1 minute. That's now the 3rd 3-point field goal of the game for Dewa United. Not the best 3-point shooting percentage tonight, but it's been a very good game otherwise for DJ Cooper. Now, as I mentioned, he does have 8 assists, 6 rebounds, only 3 points. But Cooper's nationally a pass-first point guard. It's 23-point cushion currently for Dewa United. Freddie Leash goes in, draws a contact. Is the foul called on the ground, or will it be? Who's coming up for Freddie Leash? So I think Freddie Leash actually will go to the charity stripe. There's the foul committed by Brian Corisano. Does High Tech just need to build something here in their offense? 6 points this evening for Freddie Leash. 2 rebounds and 1 assist to go to his name. In those first 2 opening games, 17 points in the victory against Johor Southern Tigers. He was 3 out of 10 from downtown. Heitek again, applying some full court pressure. Corsano has an option here. Well, they go for another 3 in the corner. Ibarra battles for it, but Manny Ajesu comes up with it. Can Heitek. Well, Freddie Leash, uncontested 3, buries it. Well, they need more of that from Freddie Leash. He's got to get cooking tonight. Slicing it down to a 19-point deficit. Look like they're going into some sort of a zone defense. It's Corsano in the corner. Jacqueline at the back along with Ibrahim Diaby and Manu Ajesu. Oh, good defense by Jacqueline, and that's going to be a 24-second violation. That's going to be the second time this evening Dewa have been called for this violation. They don't want to take their foot off the pedal. They cannot afford to get too comfortable. Get another open look and make that a 7-0 run from Heitek. And all of a sudden, it's now a 16-point deficit. Maybe that's what Spencer Williams-Rogers needs. Just something to boost his confidence. Again, Heitek staying in the 2-3 zone. Saputra pump fakes. Then we'll go for another one. The rebound comfortably picked up here by Heitek. Riding with confidence on this 7-0 run. Diaby. This time finding Williams-Rogers. Deliso hesitates. Inside the paint, nowhere to go. Now Diaby goes baseline. Janatip Jacqueline, he can make these. And that would have been big. Freddie Leash trying to battle for it, but Dewa secure this one. Confidence here in Dewa's beginning to the second half. A bit of a scare coming. Now, if Heitek can try to get this under 10 points going into the fourth quarter, this definitely will give them something to play for in the final 10. Well, Leash goes for another one. That's a little too short. Cooper now has the 8 assists, finding Saputra. Dewa's in no need to rush anything. They've got to find a comfortable place in their offense where they can try to build this lead even bigger. As the penetration goes in for a tough move, but a big rebound. Now Heitek want to run. Oh, Leash goes for another one. Still again, but comes up with his own rebound. Trying to go for the quick one, and it's becoming a bit of a scramble offensively. Heitek as well. They've got to find some structure. Some kind of formula that's going to give them some points. They'll go for another 3. Freddie Leash just unable to keep this one in play. So that's going to be a kick ball violation against Janatip Jacqueline, so it goes out of bounds. It's a little too obvious now what Dewa is trying to do. They want to go inside the paint, or they want to send baseline runners against the zone, but at some point you need just something. Somebody from the backcourt to kind of split the defense down. I mean, well, Janatip Jacqueline, everyone wants to be a center back. I don't know if a professional football team. He's definitely got the skills, but we'd like to keep him here on the BCL Asia East for now. Sawad subbing into the backcourt for Heitek. There's a high post flash by Eric Jr. And again, the bank's open. Well, Eric Jr. does it again one more time. Well, that is the Eric Jr. Tembakan Lompat. Or Tembakan fadeaway, if you like. Well, there you have it. Much better play by Spencer Williams-Rogers. They've got to get it to single digits going into the fourth quarter. Give him what to find in DJ Cooper. Down low to Ibarra. Good defense again by High Tech, but that goes out of bounds. So baseline possession for Dewa United. Only 4.2 seconds remain on the shot clock. Ibarra in the paint, and that's way too easy. 9 assists now here for DJ Cooper. High Tech have got to be more aggressive. Again, they have to keep scoring as well. They've got to minimize the deficit. They'll go for a 3 in the corner, but nobody crashing for an offensive rebound. Just when you felt it was going to be some momentum there from High Tech. Cooper kicks out. Gillenwater, he'll fire this one. High Tech can't run. Jaime Sawad just keeps his dribble alive. And what it's taken, a finish in transition by Spencer Williams-Rogers. Maybe a bit of hope here for High Tech after all. They've got to remain principled. They've got to hang in there. But it's way too easy, as there you have it. Eric Jr. this time with Tembakan Tiga Anka from downtown, extending it to a 17-point lead. Much better from the IBL defending champions. Now converting 4 3-pointers, but a good response again from Spencer Williams-Rogers. He's really come to play here in the second half. Now he moves up to 13 points, the only player in double figures so far for High Tech. And there you have it. It's becoming a Tembakan Tiga Anka party with the IBL defending champions. Everybody's making it rain as Rio Dissi knocks it down. Oh, Rio Dissi. There's another one. Ibarra patiently will take his time. They'll try again the corner. Ibarra unable to come up with the rebounds. I said kind of feel maybe the adrenaline. Well, they've got to turn this one over. That's way too easy. They've got to take care of the basketball. Too many unnecessary turnovers. So foul is going to be committed by Pongsakor and Jaime Sawad. So sideline possession coming up here for Dewa United. I mean, they're in total control of this. They build this lead. This extension, I'd say, probably the beginning of the second quarter, in which we've seen some good runs, some positive runs from High Tech. They'll go baseline. Well, what did we just witness from Eric Jr.? Well, I did not know Eric Jr. had the bunnies in him. That would have been impressive. Well, that's a case where somebody told DJ Cooper, Oper Bologna. And Eric Jr., someone told him, Tembak Bologna. But that was incredible. The confidence from Eric Jr. is terrifying. Well, Lebaran Bebas coming here from Eric Jr. Second one good, extending it to a 21-point lead. Now into 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Coach Augustin Ulbe, very pleased with what he's seen so far from his players. If you compare the game stats so far, haven't been really abundant in certain areas. For example, only 7 points for High Tech off of Dewa's turnovers, something that they lead. It's been the turnovers that have been an issue so far for High Tech. They've got to take care of the basketball. Well, there's a turnover for Dewa. High Tech have numbers. Ackersfield goes himself. Count it. He'll go to the free throw line. This is what they need. These moments. These key players. Fields can't cut it down to an 18-point deficit, converts the free throw. Consistency needs to be the key thing at the moment here. The zone defense being applied to Zaki Wisnu coming up for the high screen. Cooper kicks this one out. Final seconds winding down. Almost got it to go, but over a minute left. Dewa's got to get, well, High Tech need at least 2 balls. It's going to be a turnover. Good defense by Eric Jr. There's the pass. Trying to find Ibarra. Ibarra goes in, gets in. Oh, no, it's going to be a foul. Well, it's going to be 2 more free throws coming up here for Joshua Ibarra. So far, a very good game from the Mexican international. The change coming in is now Hardianos Lakudu will check back into the lineup for Dewa United. Just giving DJ Cooper. Yep, Cooper's going to go to the bench. He'll take a breather. So Ibarra misses the free throw. One area that's probably been dominated more so than other areas has been the second chance opportunity points. 16 in favor of Dewa United. But I say the biggest issue for High Tech has been turnovers. 12 turnovers too many. Still another quarter of basketball to play after this one. Just under a minute left. 19 on the shot clock for High Tech. They get 2 good possessions before the 4th quarter. There's the kick out. Jaime Sawad will fire a 3. That makes it a 15-point deficit. Well, potential 2 for 1 on the table here for High Tech, but they've got to get a stop. They have 2 foul, well, 1 foul to give. Well, good hands by Joshua Ibarra preventing the paint entry. Well, no, good hands by Jacqueline, excuse me. So they were trying to find Joshua Ibarra. They'll go for another one in the corner. The 3 is up. And let me tell you something right now. Anak Dewa is Menyala Abanku. This team is on fire at the moment. They are cooking. 3-point shooting has been much better. High Tech trying to battle for it. And it will be Dewa United with the final play here in the 3rd quarter. Leading by 18. Oh, Junior just throwing it away. Good hands by Janatip Jakawan. Zakas Fills draws the foul on the ground. That is going to be possession. Indeed, too. High Tech with the final play potentially. So 5.6 here. Can High Tech get 1 final bucket? Leash has got to go quick. Puts up a floater. A nice finish by Freddie Leash. Not the first nor the last time we're going to see him beat the buzzer. But High Tech trail by 16 going into the final 10. It's game day 1 of window number 2 here in Group A of BCL Asia East 2026. We'll be back in under 2 minutes for the 4th and final 10. The highlights from the 3rd quarter, but Dewa United champions of the IBL leading by 16. Welcome back, everybody, live here in Johor, Malaysia. Final quarter coming up here in the BCL Asia East, where currently the defending champion basketball league, Dewa United, Anak Dewa, leading by 16 against the defending champions of Thailand, High Tech Basketball. Remember, we have two more windows. We're currently also in Chinese Taipei, but two more windows coming up after this window in both Bangkok, Thailand, and Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. So get in contact with your local organizing committee. Many opportunities BCL Asia East is bringing to this region of the basketball world. Akasville's trying to penetrate. Well, the foul has been caught. I'm not sure if it's on the ground or if it's in the process of shooting, but it's a sideline possession coming up here for High Tech. So cannot give up here. They got to keep on believing. The top three teams in both groups A and B will go to the final six. There's oh, baby! Good night to everybody in Johor, Malaysia. Freeman Airlines took liftoff. Well, maybe a bit of inspiration now coming here from High Tech. Even the home crowd here in Malaysia, these Malaysian basketball fans, they love that one very much. Well, they go down to Freeman, defended by Aki Wisnu. Manny Jesse will fire a three, and now it's a 5-0 run for High Tech. Well, could they be making their way back in this? Did he have his foot on the line? Was that a two-pointer? No, it was a three. Now it's an 11-point deficit. The closest it's ever been so far here in the second half. And we've only played 1 minute. Good hands by Akas Fields. And that's going to remain Dewa United ball. Dianas Lakuda will inbound this. There's a deep one going, can't get it. Giant Sawat fights for it. Freddie Leash comes up with it. Leash hesitates. Finds Manny Ajesu, keeps it alive, and Freddie Leash makes it single digits. And Dewa United have got to call timeout. A 7-0 run of inspiration coming from High Tech. The champions of Thailand right now putting up a battle against the champions of the Indonesian Basketball League, live here in BCL Asia East 2026. We'll be back in under 1 minute. The timeout was called by head coach Augustine Yulube, as right now, since that alley-oop from Eric Freeman, all of a sudden the swagger, the confidence has been very terrifying from High Tech. They look like they're in the mood to build something. Compare the rebound count. 40 rebounds in total for Dewa United tonight, only 27 for High Tech. High Tech haven't committed a foul yet. DJ Cooper back in the lineup here for Dewa United. Cooper's only got 3 points. The foul is going to be called on the ground against Freddie Leash. Like they may have just switched into a man-to-man defense, having spent the majority of the game in the zone. Well, good interception by Akers Fields. Fields keeps it alive. Now Freddie Leash. Run, Freeman in the paint, got to go up with it. Freeman goes in. Now it's a 7-point deficit. Excuse me. Yeah, it is, yeah. And a 9-0 run currently here from High-Tech. Dewa United, well, they've been challenged by as many as 24. Just maybe it was a little too easy for Dewa. It's not over yet by any means. Keeping this, well, just keeping this one alive. Cooper goes down low, finds Saputra. Well, High-Tech left their defense a little bit exposed, but Akers Fields wants to go quickly. Fields in the paint, puts up a tough one. Nobody going in for an offensive board. Can Dewa just about hang on and remain undefeated here in BCL Asia East? Water tries to bully his way in, but a foul is going to be called against Freeman. Look like indeed that 2 Lemparabebas will be coming up for Troy Gillenwater. Not sure if that foul was on Akers Fields or if it was on, might have been on Eric Freeman. A bit of a quiet second half here for Troy Gillenwater. But still a very good game for his standards, of course. I mean, he's probably one of the best scorers, if not the best scorer, at least on an individual case, as a one-on-one player in BCL Asia East. 19 tonight. Now make it 20, his first trip to the free throw line. Well, Dewa United have got to play some good Bertahan, and then they've got to come up with possession and go on Serangan Cepat. Kind of trying them play in the IBL. Well, Jacquelin's got to go up with it. I think a foul is going to be called. So this, I think, also will become free throws for High-Tech, which they'll need as well. They want to keep this within single digits to really try and make that run effective. Only 2 points this evening, which he got from the free throw line earlier. Far cry from his 14 points. Because he had the double-double in the defeat against Dewa, but he had 14 points as well as 4 rebounds and 6 assists in the victory against Johor Southern Tigers. But he's one of the, I would say now in the prime of his career, greatest players in the history of Thai basketball. Came onto the senior team player at the 2013 FIBA Asia Cup for U16 men. If you look at his numbers in FIBA Asia Cup and pre-Asia Cup qualifiers, they're always near double-doubles. So he's definitely one of the most elite Thai basketball players of all time. So a 9-point lead to Dewa United. Gillenwater goes in. Well, it went up, and that's how you say Menyala Abangku. That's just the definition. That should be Troy Gillenwater's name in Indonesia. Menyala Abangku, because that's what he is. There's the baseline play, a lot of contact. Yeah, hard foul, but it will be Diaby going to the free throw line. Diaby made all 6 of his free throws. To the victory, or the defeat, I should say, actually. Well, the victory, actually, I should say. It's against Johor Southern Tigers. And he's a great player because, you know, he has this tenacity, this consistent ability to just get to the charity stripe. So if you're going to get fouled a lot and you get to the free throw line and you make them, well, the defense has got to maybe kind of figure out how to change it up a bit. So he makes the first one. Second one good from Diaby. Just trying to keep High Tech in this. Remain under single digits. There at the moment. Dewa United just choking under a bit of pressure. They've got to handle it themselves. Well, they want to go down to Manny Ajesu. He'll go in and now put it back to a 7-point deficit. High Tech still remain alive in this one. Well, they haven't thrown the towel in whatsoever. Well, it's going to be another turnover. Ajesu comes up with it, but Ackersfield's unable. That's a tough pass. The pass should have been better. High Tech could have made it a 2-possession deficit. So Ibarra's going to come back in the lineup here for Dewa United. DJ Cooper finding Gillenwater. Gillenwater finding Ibarra, kicks it out to Saputra. Plenty of time on the shot clock for Dewa United. Cooper gets it. Got to find separation. Kicks out. Got to take it. And that's going to be a 24-second violation. And great defense by High Tech Basketball. Well, what can they build from this offense? Giant Sawat comes up, and that's going to be a turnover. Good defense. That's 2 consecutive offenses now here from High Tech, failing to cut it down to a 2-possession deficit. They've got to do better. The game is actually theirs for the taking. Barra kicks out. Good hands by Diaby. Can he come up with it? Wow, Cooper's going to fumble this one. So High Tech will get it back on the baseline, but it's only going to be a 14 shot clock. Just there, it's not a 24. So Waktu Tembakan only at 14 seconds here for High Tech. Fields, mid-range. Now indeed it's a 5-point deficit with over 5 minutes left. Well, game on. Game on here in Johor, Malaysia at the BCL Asia East. Ibarra's wide open. They don't get the ball to him. They'll go for another one. That's off range. Rebound has been picked up. Ackersfield's now looking to make it a 1-possession game. And he gets it to drop. It's now a 3-point ball game. High Tech, who were down by as many as 23, now find themselves only down by 3 points with back-to-back buckets coming from Ackersfield's. A much-needed timeout has been called by Dewa United. 4:48 to go here in the fourth quarter. Fasten your seatbelts. We'll be back in under 1 minute.
The score is now Dewa United 72, High Tech Basketball 69. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go before the end of the fourth quarter. The time is finished.
Welcome back, everybody. Fourth quarter, still plenty of basketball. Dewa United having led by as many as 23, now only lead by 3 points. As a foul is going to be called against Mani Ajesu. Third team foul against High Tech. Every possession is going to count at this point. Still plenty of time here on the shot clock for Dewa United. The officials just trying to sort out something. There's the great Andrew Te, one of the greatest. Well, Coach Augustine Yulbe is going to be very disappointed knowing that his team haven't been able to hang on to the big lead. They did very well in Tangerang, Indonesia when they hosted the first window. Heavy defense coming from Freddie Leash. The double dribble given there. Nice finish and a beautiful layup by Hardianus Lakudu. It's only his second field goal tonight. He now moves up to 4 points. Wilson cut it down to 1. And, well, actually cuts it down to 2, excuse me. Macclesfield, 7 big points here in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes to go. What a game we have here this evening. Troy Gillenwater now gets it back. Good defense from Diaby. High Tech. The confidence from them is terrifying at the moment. The swag looking like they want to win this game. And you know what? If they win it, they would actually, well, no, not necessarily, because they'd have to win by a certain amount. They'd be tied on the same record as Dewa United, but they would have to win by more points in which they were defeated by Dewa back in Indonesia. Which is not hypothetically impossible, but it'll take a lot of scoring here. Gillenwater, mid-range, goes in. You're not secure by Fields. So now, High Tech can tie things up. They can take the lead with a 3 to Leash. Now levels things up at 74. It's incredible. They were down by 23. They're back in the game. Dewa's got to find some points. DJ Cooper. Back to Ibarra. There's a 3 from Coop. It's up. Can't get it. And the rebound falling to High Tech. Are they about to take the lead? Macclesfield still has it. Goes in. And 9 points in the fourth quarter for Macclesfield. Single-handedly leading High Tech back into this. That's a big moment now here for Dewa. Ibarra. A lot of contact. Foul given. So now he'll go to the free throw line. And that's going to be High Tech's 4th and final foul to give away here in the 4th. Ibarra's got 16 tonight. He's 4 out of 6 in the charity stripe. But can he level it back up at 2:51 left? Well, that's a big moment now here for Dewa. Collectively, they've only missed 4 free throws this evening, but 2 of those have come from Joshua Ibarra. Another one from Eric Jr., the other one from DJ Cooper. And I don't think he can believe it. Head coach Augustine Yulbe. That's one good from Ibarra. Ibarra makes them both. The champions of Indonesia and the champions of Thailand. Both teams still very much in it. But can Dewa United remain undefeated? Or will High Tech bring them their first defeat tonight? Janitip Jakawan finds Macclesfield. Fields has had a great fourth quarter. Go down low, good defense. Oh, Jesu can't finish, comes up with it. But a foul has been given. So Mani Jesu will go now to the charity stripe for 2 free throws. They've only missed 1 free throw tonight. High Tech, a 15 out of 60. Jesu's got 10 points. You've got to keep it together. 4 rebounds away from a double-double tonight, Manny Ajesu. You've got to make your free throws at this point. Missed them both. Ibarra comes up with the rebound. Can High-Tech reclaim the lead? They want to stay in his zone defense. They go down low to Ibarra. Ibarra gets going to double team. Foul is going to be called on the ground. Now, I don't know if this is on High-Tech or if this is on Dewa. I think they called this in Troy Gillenwater, maybe. But it's not a team. It's not a shooting foul because it was Dewa's last foul to give away. So it's going to send him to the free throw line. Just getting locked up with Troy Gillenwater. So again, High-Tech can't take the lead back. It's Dewa who go into his own defense. Javi penetrates, finds Freddie Leash. There's a big 3. Oh, baby! Freddie Leash with the big-time three-pointer. And gives High-Tech their biggest lead of the game. Incredible scenes. Still plenty of basketball to play. No need to panic here if you're Dewa United. Ibarra goes in. Can't finish. Gillenwater, offensive rebound. Tries to go back up with a lot of contact. Nothing given. Now it's a 1-point deficit. Well, that was a big bucket indeed by Gillenwater. Still, oh, they're going to turn it over. Cooper comes up with it. And now he's going to give Dewa a 1-point lead. And an incredible 4-0 run coming from the IBL defending champions, Dewa United. Could that be the Anak Dewa moment that they needed? Well, a timeout is going to be called by High-Tech fans. 1:20 left. It's only the opening game of Johor, Malaysia's window for Group A. But we will be back in under 1 minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me hear your voice. Fans of the Dewa United Banten, make some noise. Fans of the High-Tech basketball, make some noise. One more time, Dewa United Banten, fans, make some noise. High-Tech basketball, fans, make some noise.
Welcome back, everybody. Live here in Johor, Malaysia. There you see Akos Fields of High-Tech basketball. The champions of Thailand who trailed by as many as 23. But then took a 3-point lead thanks to Freddie Leash, Thailand national team player. Only for Dewa United to go on a 4-0 run with both that man, Troy Gillenwater, and a steal by DJ Cooper. 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Is it going to be undefeated Anak Dewa, or will High-Tech get their second win of BCL Asia East 2026? Still Dewa United going into his own defense. Want to find Akos Fields or Freddie Leash. Go down to Manny Ajesu. Good hands by Gillenwater. 2.9 seconds remain on the shot clock here for Dewa United. Well, they got to shoot it. Jaquan's got to shoot it. Leash puts it up. Got it! Big time play by Freddie Fantastic leash. Oh, was it a 2? Was it a 3? It was a 3-pointer. Incredible by Freddie Leash. Now DJ Cooper finds Troy Gillenwater. Tembakan Tiga Anka. Sama, baby. This man always cooking up nasi goreng. A big-time 3-pointer by Troy Gillenwater. And it's back to a 1-point lead, Dewa United. Leash again, doesn't get it. Fields tips it back, can't get it. Ajesu, and that goes out of bounds. And Dewa United will retain this. Incredible. What a moment from Dewa United. Well, the head coach's challenge has been given, so the players now will go to the benches to find out if the decision will remain the same and stay in favor, or will it actually go back. We'll find out very soon. Decision now will stay with Dewa United. So an unsuccessful head coach challenge, but who could fault him for going for it? At this stage, you want to take anything you can to try and get any momentum, but you're going to have 5.3 seconds difference between game and shot clock. They cannot afford to turn it over. Got to make sure it's one final bucket. Tough defense coming from Freddie Leash. Do you have it? So it can be a foul, because if that's a foul, it's going to send Atkins-Fields to the free throw line, I think. Or is that a jump ball? So jump ball was called. Dewa United may have just got a breakthrough there. Timeout is going to be called by Dewa United. 7 on the shot clock, 11.9 left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. What an ending we're about to face.
First day of the Basketball Champions League Asian Youth 1-point game. Let's see how high you guys can go up. All right, I want to ask fans of the Dewa United, make some noise. Fans of the high-tech basketball, make some noise.
Moment now here for both these two teams, but Dewa United just need to get it inbound. Anticipate a foul is going to come, and they got to put the ball in the hands of DJ Cooper, because he's the only player I would say respectfully has the level of experience that can take care of the pressure, that's for sure. But here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. Jay Cooper inbounding this one, finding Troy Gillenwater. It's a double team. We just want to pass it around, and foul has been given with 2.2 left on the shot clock. What's happening here? Dewa asking for an unsportsmanlike foul. I think they're going to get it. Looks like Dewa United are going to get free throws. And they're probably going to get possession back. And this is a heartbreaker for high-tech basketball. It's called Knackers Fields, and I think he's asking the question of why it was upgraded. Still got to make them both. Can make one at least, but knowing they will get the ball back. Just gets the shooter's roll. Makes them both. 3-point cushion now for Dewa United. Huge free throws by Rio Dissi. It's off one here. A real crush it now for High Tech. They did so well to get back in this game. Got to defend now. Oh, nearly turned over. They do. Freddie Leach comes up with it. Goes for it. Are you kidding me? The impossible, the incredible, the unthinkable has been done by Freddie Leach. Not once but twice. Dewa United turning the ball over and inviting, literally inviting High Tech back into it. I don't think you could write this kind of ending. Oh, we're going to get a timeout. They're going to advance the ball with 1.5. Should have just kept possession there, but we'll be back very soon from this timeout. Dewa United are going to inbound it now with 1.5 left. They have come so far. They want to push this game to overtime. So here we go. Sideline possession coming up to the champions of the Indonesian Basketball League. 1.5 left here for Dewa. Got it inbound. They find Gillenwater. And he doesn't get it off in time, and we're going to OT. They didn't get set. They couldn't get an offense. But Freddie Leach giving High Tech an opportunity. Look at the fourth quarter scoring 35-19. It's truly remarkable. A 16-point cushion. That's bigger than any momentum Dewa had in the first three quarters, given they were tied at the end. 21 to the end of the third, but we'll be back for OT in just under a minute. basketball fans' worst nightmare. Overtime indeed. Here we go. I'm sure that neither team really wanted to get to this level, but hey, here we are. 35-19 in favor of High Tech in the fourth quarter. Remember, Dewa United led by as many as 23 points in total, but now it's OT. They had an opportunity to win with 1.5 left. They got to give him water, but they just couldn't build anything from there. He was double teamed right away. He's had a great game, Gillen Water. 27 points, 4 rebounds. 2 steals and 1 block as well, but as the old urban legend says, it's usually the team who scores first in OT is the team that goes on to win. Macclesfield's will inbound it here for High Tech. See what kind of momentum now. It's the second play of the overtime game here in BCL Asia East. She's going to turn it over. Last time they played OT was against Johor Southern Tigers in Tangerang, Indonesia, and they ended up winning. People put under a lot of pressure. Kicks out here. There's a penetration. Give him what a wide open pump fakes. Pulls up from 15 and knocks it down with 29. The man who scored the first 2 points in B-League history for Alvak Tokyo now scores the first 2 points in overtime this evening here in Johor, Malaysia. Macclesfield's the crucial 9 points he had in the fourth quarter. Looking to level things up, and he does just that. Crucial clutch play by Macclesfield's. Possession is going to hold so much power and magnitude. Ibarra, little jump hook. Dominant game from Joshua Ibarra this evening as well. Ibarra 13 rebounds, now 18 points. Now, excuse me, make it 20 points. Freddie Leash, the man who put this game into overtime with the 3-pointer off the steal. Finds a Jesu. Jesu goes in, a lot of contact, no foul given. That's great defense by Joshua Ibarra. Remember, neither team has any fouls to give. They'll play with some discipline here. They don't want to send each other to the free throw line. Now Cooper kicks out. They get a 3 off in time. Almost got it. Big offensive rebound by Ibarra. Now extending it to a 4-point lead. It's a great time to pick up your 14th rebound and 22nd point. Fields goes, well, there's your 15th rebound. Dewa just happy to slow things down at this stage. And the penetration, Ibarra goes in, misses. Comes up with his own board, and the putback is good. 6 crucial points from Joshua Ibarra here in OT as he extends it to a 6-point cushion. The timeout is called by High Tech. We will be back in just under 1 minute. Still a lot of time here for High Tech to try and turn this around, but it's the benefit of having last season's Indonesian Basketball League Finals MVP Joshua Ibarra. Just what he brings to BCL Asia this season via BCL Asia East, the current tournament. Fields had a look at three. Pulls up baseline. That's not going to go. It's being gathered here. 6-point lead. Jay Cooper with 14 assists so far tonight. Goes in for a teardrop. Only 5 points. Given what it comes up with it. Foul has been given. Now we'll go to the free throw line here for. Foul looks like it's going to be called on Eric Freeman. Now has 30 points. This is an interesting stat for you. Troy Gillenwater, last time he played against High Tech, was 8 out of 14 from the field, 6 out of 7 from the free throw line with 31 points. And now in his second game against High Tech, he has 31 points. Could end up with more as we're still under 2 minutes to go here in overtime. High Tech trying to respond, now cutting it back down. That's a crucial play for them. Needed that one desperately. Anything to find some scoring. 6 points of separation. What a flashing here as a pressure reliever. Barr has 6 in OT. Had a look at three-pointer, didn't go for it. It's going to be a kickball violation against Ibrahim Diaby. Diaby's going to come out of the game. Fresh 14 on the shot clock now for Dewa. Gillenwater. Good hands by Freeman. High Tech have numbers, they're going to run. He can cut it down here to a 3-point deficit, but he's unable to convert. High Tech still have it. A lot of contact, but doesn't get the ab one. But Freeman now will go to the free throw line. It's definitely been a very exciting second half, especially here in the fourth quarter, but I would say it's disappointing that how High Tech have definitely come out here in overtime. But Freeman now cuts it down to a 5-point deficit. And even I thought it was over with under a minute. But High Tech came up with that steal and forced the game to an overtime with the Freddie Leach three-pointer. Anything is possible in BCL Asia East. Freeman missed the second free throw. Barra comes up for yet another big rebound. 17 rebounds tonight here for Joshua Ibarra. 24 points. Let's turn it over. There's the alley-oop. Ibarra almost connects with it. Misses. Goes out of bounds. Well, they could use a head coach's challenge if they want. Let's have a look here. There was the alley-oop. Barra tips it in. Does this come off of Joshua Barra? Does it come off of? Very tough to see from that angle. That's inconclusive. If under head coach challenge rules, if they can't decide who made the last touch, they have to go with the initial decision, which would at this stage be High Tech ball. But get a better look at it from this angle. successful head coach challenge, I think. It's going to remain Dewa ball on the baseline. That's why you always want to save that head coach's challenge right to the very end. Sometimes you find more often not coaches do use it just a little too quick. But there's another steal as Fields can cut it down to a 2-point deficit. And it feels all too familiar at the moment. Can Dewa United hang on? Got to take care of the basketball. There's a bucket now, might seal the deal. DJ Cooper, heavily defended by Spencer Williams-Rogers. There's the high screen. Troy Gillenwater kicks out. Here's the three. The three is up. And Gillenwater goes in with 33. And a huge putback by Troy Gillenwater. Now 7 rebounds and 33 points. That was huge. It's a huge play by Troy Gillenwater. Gillenwater's Tembaka Masuk definitely has probably sealed the deal here for Dewa United with 18.9 left. It's a crucial free throws coming up now for Fields. Got to make these both. Problem on the first one. He's quite a dominant scorer, Fields. Tonight, now make it 22 points for him, along with 4 rebounds. That's what he is, a certified scorer. Dewa's just got to take care of the pressure. Get the ball over the halfway line. Not turn it over again. Surely the same thing's not going to happen. Well, the block is made. High-Tech still have it, but they throw it out of bounds. It's really deja vu moment. And a timeout is going to be called here, but Dewa United have some issues in the backcourt. They can't take care of the ball. It looks like Troy Gillenwater might have injured himself. Hopefully he's not too serious. Hopefully he's okay. Well, 4.2, is Freddie Leash going to do the same thing he did in regulation, come up with a steal and get a three-pointer? I think everyone's laughing, thinking that he's going to do it. You never know with Freddie. Well, BCL Asia East, overtime, second overtime game we've seen so far. And they nearly turn it over again, I think. Players not quite sure what they're upset about. Maybe they felt that they not quite sure, but they can't use the head coach's challenge now at this stage. Technical foul has been given, so this surely now will seal the deal here for Dewa United. They're moving up to 34 big points this evening. 7 rebounds. What a game from the nasi goreng chef. Incredible performance from Gillenwater. Foul is going to be called away from the ball now. I think they're calling for an unsportsmanlike foul. Because the foul was committed before the ball was inbounded, but there's just going to be 2 free throws at this stage of the moment here. We'll try to take the lead again with Troy Gillenwater, who hasn't missed a free throw tonight. Miss one anytime soon. Now he'll go to 36 points if he makes this free throw. Or is it only just going to be 1, I think. Bonsakon James Sawat's going to sub back into the game here. Ackersfield is going to come out of the game. Interesting change at this given time. Dewa just need to inbound it, get fouled, and get straight to the free throw line. Try to wrap up the victory. They'll have another game here in this group, and then we'll see them in Bangkok, Thailand, just over 2 weeks' time, I believe. Oh, Gillenwater, along with Josh Ibarra, just having a conversation mid-court. Not sure what's being decided at the moment, but DJ Cooper finding Troy Gillenwater, and there you have it, basketball fans. Dewa United will indeed remain undefeated here in BCL Asia East as they hang on for the victory in overtime. The champions of the IPL doing what they've done right from the very beginning, and that's just winning games. Very impressive performance tonight for Troy Gillenwater. 35.7 rebounds. Also, Joshua Ibarra, incredible. 24 points, 19 rebounds by DJ Cooper. BCL Asia East assists at 15 per game. Now had 14 tonight, along with 8 rebounds and only 5 points, but an incredible performance from the big 3 of Dewa United. We are going to get a post-game interview with the player of the game very soon, which will let you find out who that's going to be very soon. This window at the same time as the BCL Asia East Group B window, which is in Chinese Taipei. Now Joshua Ibarra looks like he's going to be the man, I believe. That's going to win the Player of the Game award. Not over for them. Remember, top 3 teams in both groups A and B make it to the final 6. And the 2 very best from there will go on to the final tournament, BCL Asia 2026. If it wasn't for Freddie Leash, this game would never have gone into OT. I mean, he was the one who made the big steal, but we'll go down courtside very, very soon. Get some words with Joshua Ibarra, the player of the game. There you see, just standing midcourt in front of the BCL Asia logo board. Like I said, we will meet with him. We'll also have the post-game press conference. Both coaches, as well as a player from both teams. And that will be live on this stream, so you can catch that as well.
points, 19 rebounds, and 2 steals. Josh, it was a very, very entertaining game, but from my observation, it was a game of 2 halves. The first half, you were in control. In the second half, they threw the kitchen sink at you.
First half, we took care of business and stayed focused. And during halftime, we kind of relaxed and came out and think we had the game won. They put it back on us, and then we had to focus up and win in overtime.
Now, you don't seem like a complacent team. What can you tell us about some adjustments that need to be made in the next 2 days?
Definitely, man, going to get in here. Coach, give me guys to say, focus on tomorrow's game and listen to Coach.
And is there any key messages that you want to tell to the fans back home in Indonesia?
One more to go. Try to take care of business on the road, and we'll see y'all soon.
Okay, thank you very much, Josh. Really appreciate your time. Okay, everyone, please join us on the live stream. Please join us for the press conference very, very shortly. Thank you.
Hello。标渔夫啊，你们用 NBA 标渔夫是吗？啊，马来西亚人是小啊。OK， 来，小弟来。OK，我们现在来。